So let's now have the part 3 of our week 1 lesson about factoring polynomials. So welcome back to our topic. So for part 3, we have the sum of two cubes. Kung sa part 2, we have the difference of two squares. Ngayon naman, we have the sum of two cubes. So it involves addition and two numbers, which is a perfect cube number. Okay, so ano nga ba yung tinatawag na perfect cube numbers? So kung sa perfect square number, it is the result of a number multiplying by itself. So ginamit mo siya as dalawang beses na factor. Dito naman sa perfect cube number, ito yung mga number na kapag minultiply mo or ginamit mong factor ang isang number ng tatlong beses, ito yung result. So for example, no? So 8. 8 is a perfect cube number. So bakit? Kasi pwede ko siyang express as 2 times 2 times 2. So see, tatlong beses kong ginamit si 2 at nag-result siya si 8. So yan ang tinatawag na perfect cube numbers. May tatlong beses kang gagamitin na isang number as a factor. So same numbers yon, 3 times. And then the result will be a perfect cube number. So what else? Alin pa sa mga number na yan ang perfect cube numbers? Si 16. Is it a perfect cube number? No, because this is a perfect square number. And there's no such number that when you use as a factor 3 times, it will give you a result of 16. How about 125? Yes. Why? Because it is the result of 5 times 5 times 5. How about 27? Yes, that is the result of 3 times 3 times 3. How about 81? No, that is a perfect square number. Okay? How about 243? Is it a perfect cube number? Okay, no, that is not a perfect cube number. So, how about naman sa mga variables? So, titignan mo naman kung divisible by 3, sorry. So, is 2 divisible by 3? No, so that is not a perfect cube number. But m cube is, and p6 is also a perfect cube number. So, that is m times m times m. Ito naman, p squared times p squared times p squared. So, those are the perfect cube numbers. Okay. So, let's now have factor the following sum of two cubes. For the sum of two cubes, ang gagawin natin ay, una, you have to think of these numbers if these are perfect cube numbers. Okay? Tapos, kapag alam mo na perfect cube numbers na to, you have to identify what is the number used as a factor 3 times that results to this number. And you can express it as the sum of two numbers. And for the other factor, another parenthesis, you need to get the square of the first number. Then you multiply the two numbers, so that is minus the product of the two numbers, plus the square of the second number. So, let's have this. P cubed, that is a result of multiplying P or using P 3 times as a factor. So, we have P. 8 is the result of 2, a number 2 used as a factor thrice. So, that is 2. So, we can now express it as a sum. So, P plus 2 for the binomial factor. And for the trinomial factor, first, you have to get the square of the first number. So, that is P times P, we have P squared. Minus the product of the two numbers. So, what is P times 2? So that will be 2p. And plus the square of the second number. What is the square of 2? So that is 4. 2 times 2 is 4. Therefore, that is the factor of p cubed plus 8. So again, si p cubed kasi is the result of p times p times p. And si 8 is a result of 2 times 2 times 2. Saan ulit nakuha si p squared? So you get the square of the first number. Si 2p, you get the product of the two numbers. And si 4, you get the square of the second number. Okay? So let's try the second given. 27 plus y raised to 6. Okay. So 27 is a result of 3 used as a factor 3 times. Si y raised to 6, that is a result of y squared used as a factor 3 times. So, the two numbers that you are going to focus on are 3 and y squared. So, first step for the binomial factor, get the sum. So, that will be 3 plus y squared. And for the trinomial factor, you get the square of the first number. What is the square of 3? Okay, so that is 9. Then subtract the product of the two numbers, 3 times y squared. So that is 3y squared. Plus the square of the second number. So what is the square of y squared? So the square of y squared, you can express it as y squared, then you square it, applying the law of exponential expressions or the law of exponents. When you raise an exponential expression into another exponent, you multiply the exponent. So 2 times 2 is 4, so that will give us y raised to 4. And that will be the factored form. And for the last example, ma'am, paano to? There are two variables. It's okay as long as this variables has an exponent which is divisible by 3. And yes, 3 and 6 are divisible by 3. Therefore, this is the product of a b squared used as a factor 3 times. So, ma'am, bakit naging ab squared? You divide the exponent by 3. 3 divided by 3, that is 1. So, you don't have to write it kapag 1 ang exponent. Automatically, every variable na walang nakalagay na exponent, automatically the exponent is 1. And 6 divided by 3, that is 2. So, this is the first number. How about the second number? So, what number that when you use as a factor 3 times will result to 64? So, that is 4. 4 times 4, 16. Times 4 is 64. So, our second number is 4. Okay, so same procedure expressed as addition. ab squared plus 4. Then next, square of the first number. So, a raised to 2. Then, b squared raised to 2. That will be b raised to 4. Then, you subtract the product. ab squared times 4. That is 4ab squared. And the square of the second number, what is the square of 4? Okay, very good. That is 16. Therefore, these are the factors of the given sum of two cubes. So, medyo mahaba-haba, no? Pero, madali lang yan. Basta more practice on doing it. So, let's now have the difference of two cubes. So, same lang naman yung procedure sa sum of two cubes. Magkakaiba lang sila sa addition and subtraction. Okay? So, but same procedure. So, anong pinagkaiba nila? So, let's see. So, dito, kung sa sum of two cubes, syempre, addition ang ginamit. Dito naman, we have subtraction. So, instead na addition, subtraction. And then the binomial factor, kung kanina sa sum of two cubes, addition, sa binomial factor ng difference of two cubes, subtraction siya. And then, dito naman sa trinomial factor, the second operation would be all addition. So, lahat addition. Kasi dun sa kanina, sa sum of two cubes, subtraction yung pangalawa. Okay, so dun lang sila nagkaiba. But the procedure on getting the factors are similar. Okay, so let's try. R cubed minus 27. What are the numbers? Yes, correct. That is R minus 3. And then, square of the first number, R squared, plus ngayon tayo kasi nasa difference of two cubes tayo, the product of R and 3, so that is 3R. And the square of 3 times 3, that is 9. Okay, correct. So, this will be the factor of the first given. How about the second one? What are the two numbers? Okay, we have 2 times 2 times 2, that is 8. And how about b raised to 6? This is divisible by 3. Okay, so that is b squared. That's correct. So we have 2 minus b squared. So what will be the trinomial factor? What is the square of 2? Very good. That is 4. Plus the product of 2 and b squared. So we have 2b squared. And then, the square of b squared. Again ha, square mo ang b squared. You multiply the exponent, it will give you b raised to 4. Okay, so that's the answer. That's the factor of the given polynomial. Okay. And for the last example, for the difference of two cubes, for the last example of part 3 of factoring polynomials, we have a cubed b raised to 6 minus 64. Parang same to ng given kanina, but nagkaiba lang sa operation. So, tama. The two numbers would be ab squared minus 4. That will be the binomial factor. How about the trinomial factor? Okay, so we have a squared, b raised to 4, and then minus 4. So, minus 4ab squared. Ano, hindi na minus. Plus na to. Plus. And then plus the square of 4. That is 16. Okay? So, that is the final answer or the factored form of the third given difference of two cubes. Okay? So, that's the end of the part 3 of factoring polynomials. So, we have the part 4 pa. So, see you on the last part of factoring polynomials. So, if you have any question, so, pwede namang mag-chat sa ating group chat. Or you just comment down below.